Hello artist, today we're going to be using some Model Magic to create a version of our dragon eye assignment. So here's what you're going to need to get started. You're going to need this little template or shape to build your dragon eye on, some Model Magic. I'm going to give everybody an eye to build around, and we're going to use some markers today to add some color to our art. So the first thing I'm going to do is prepare my Model Magic by opening it up, and you can use the scissors at your table. And we're going to cut this into 3 equal pieces. So 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 pieces. I just cut it into thirds. You can see they're all the same size. With my first piece, I'm going to take it, and you might want to roll it or smush it. This is going to be the base of our dragon eye. So you just kind of want to build an eye shape. So you can use the template at your table for a guide. And this is going to give us a good foundation to build our dragon eye on. Once I'm happy with that shape, I'm going to take whatever eye I choose. And if I can open this, I'm going to place the eye I choose right in the center of my Model Magic and give it a little press. We're going to kind of encase this eye with an eyelid. But before we create our eyelid, it's important to talk about how we're going to color our Model Magic. We're going to use markers to add color. So I'm going to take my piece of Model Magic and I'm going to color all over it with the color I choose. So I'm choosing green in this case. So I want a lot of color on there, and then I'm going to take this Model Magic and I'm going to fold it and mix it and twist it, and you're going to see the color is going to start to come through. When you dye Model Magic with markers, it will look a lot lighter because the pigment is mixed throughout all the clay. So you might need to color on it a few times in order to get a color that's a little bit darker. But it'll never be super dark. It's always going to be kind of like a light or medium color. So once I'm happy with the color of my Model Magic, you can even leave it kind of marbled like this. It looks really pretty. I'm going to divide this into 2 pieces. And I'm going to make an upper eyelid and a lower eyelid. So I'm just going to place this flat shape on top of my eye. See how it overlaps the eye? That's going to keep your eye in place. And I'm just going to smooth that and shape it however I want it to look. I can add detail to this in a minute. I just want to get my shape right. And then I'm going to add my lower eyelid, which will be shaped the same way. And I'm going to remove a little bit of clay because I feel like I've got too much here. All right. So you can see the eyelid covers a little bit of the top and a little bit of the bottom of your eye. And you can remove clay if you want to. And this is where you can start to customize your dragon eye. I'm giving you guys a handout with different shapes you can make for your dragon eye. One shape is a coil, and that's just rolling a long snake. And you can do anything you want with this shape. You can make it into a twist, or oops, it's kind of sticking here. I guess it's a little bit sticky, so that's something to keep in mind. Maybe I want to make like a zigzag shape. Maybe that would be interesting. You're wanting to play with this to create shapes that you like. You could make a spiral, which is a coil that's just been twisted. Or you could make little scales or spikes. So to make my scales, I want to color them before I start to attach them. So I'm going to add that color. I'm going to mix it up. And once I'm happy with my color, then I'm gonna start to make my shapes. So I might need to color this a couple times to get it as dark as I want it. Remember, it's never gonna be super dark. It's always gonna be a light or medium color. Now that I've made this, I'm going to make my little scale shapes, which can be circles or ovals, or I can make little spikes, which are circles that have a pinch on the end. And I can take these and apply them anywhere I like to my dragon eye. The last shape I want to show you is a twist, and that's where you take 2 coils and you can twist them together to make an interesting shape. I'm going to continue to work on this and you can watch.